Alright, so pretty much you just need to follow along, and this is going to pretty much show you how to get that 5% discount on your purchases in Legend of Mushroom. So this is all you pretty much need to do is just basically install Legend of Mushroom. And you have to have Aptoid's version of this, and then of course you need to have the AppCoin wallet as well. Again, these are both in the description down below, so you're more than welcome to take a look at these, come and download them. And then once you've actually downloaded them and installed them, then all you got to do is basically open it up. And the AppCoins wallet is basically a crypto app in a sense, but really all you're going to do is just go to the rewards tab, go to the promo codes tab, put in the promo code that I've got down in the description, which is Dakanoth LM, and then you'll be able to get your 5% extra bonus on the game, so you can save money playing the game. How's it going? All right, so I wanted to show you something. I thought it'd be kind of interesting to kind of point this out. So, as you might remember, right, there are accessories, and depending on what you work on, right, you can morph them, talents, and then, of course, for your relics, right, you've got different types of relics that you can upgrade. Now, if you're wondering, this is the current build that I'm going with. So I'm basically doing Nature's Renewal and Shroom Shield. I'm doing the Flame Book, the Thundercaller Kite, Demon's Mask, and then I'm trying to get, more specifically, the Storm Necklace, but we're not quite there yet. Now, the one thing that you might have noticed is the Flame Shield. So this is where you go in order to actually be able to see the new items and actually put them to use. So, like, for example, if you're doing counter damage, this will be real useful for players that are like probably infant, like most of your barbarian builds and stuff like that are going to be heavy on counter bonuses. Combo bonuses, obviously, that's going to be your archers and the like. Of course, the main thing here for most of us mages, anyways, we're going to be looking for probably basic attack, and or we'll be looking for any type of and again, it varies depending on which slot you put it in, right? Like some of these are purple, and those are going to be higher tier, higher quality, and the ones that are blue tier are going to be of a lower quality, right? Now, of course, you can basically add and enhance these to your existing artifact. Now, the big thing is, obviously, in order to get the artifact, you've got to get it to level 21 to unlock it. So you got a ways to go if you're just starting out. It's not one of those things you're going to have like right out of the gate. But I will point out that Foodie Fun, all right, we're going to do level 4. So, again, kind of the same idea from last time, right? We're just basically merging over all of these. And we'll go ahead and unlock them. Just drop one here, drop another. One thing we want to be careful of here is we don't want to have any of these out of like sync, I guess, if that makes sense. You basically don't want to run into a situation where you forget one of your existing knives, basically. So like here we'll put a level 10 together, get a pair of 9s together. But you don't want to run into a situation where you underlevel, because you'll be missing out on items that way, and you don't want to do that if you can help it anyway. And again, most of what you do for Foodie Fun is really just pretty generic stuff. It's not like, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's all that. This is fairly easy. Okay, let me just put it that way. The main thing that's tricky is just making sure you actually get through the chests. So here you can kind of see, just with that bunch, we're going to see if we do enough damage. With any luck, we do. Just with a bunch of level 11s. And so, yeah, just like that, we got a ton of points. And that's pretty much all of level 4. So now we got level 5. Or, our last Foodie Fun event. So here we're going to go ahead and combine these. And again, see how I've got this one extra one? Now, you'll see how that becomes problematic here in a second, but I'll show you. We're going to make sure that we, anytime we get level 12s, we're just going to combine them and make those top ones at the top 14 if we can help it. But you'll see now we're dropping level 9s now. So both this level 8 and level 7 now are kind of useless because we're not going to be able to level them anymore, which kind of sucks, but it's the way of the game. So at this point now all you can do is basically level your knives up from 11 to 12. And again, the process isn't terribly difficult. It's just getting there. And then once we get these up to 11, we're going to need to make a bunch of these, basically. And you don't want to skimp out on it by any means, but when you have extras, you're just going to have to delete them. That's the only thing that sucks. And that's part of the reason why I figured I'd just show you, like how to avoid wasting it and just don't do what I did. You basically don't want to have a bunch of extra ones, because if you do that, you're going to run into that situation fairly quickly. And obviously that's problematic. So now we're going to bring these together and bring our 13 to make 14, like that. We're going to take this one, put this and make 12. And then we're going to row these across. And we're going to go ahead and make our next set of 11s. And again, you don't want to try and skimp out on this if you can help it. Because again, if you do, the problem is you'll never know with any amount of certainty of whether or not you're actually going to get all the way through. So we'll go ahead and bring this up to 13. We'll just upgrade these all to 13, I think is what we'll go ahead and do. That just prevents any headache down the road. And we'll just bring these together, make these into 11s, and bring this 11 together. Okay, so now at this point we can just basically make a bunch of 10s into 11s, basically the same thing that we were doing before. And then bring these in together. And again, same idea of, that's really kind of the gist, though. It's like you're just making a bunch of knives, more or less. That's the name of the game. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and combine those since we've got enough. And we'll bring that together to make that, to make that, to make that. And then we'll set up a row of 10s, I think, is what we'll do. Or try to, anyway. Bring those into 11s. And okay. I'll go ahead and upgrade that. Because I want to try and get as much as I can possible. So you don't want to... Like I said, you could skimp out on this if you wanted to. You don't necessarily have to go to this extreme. But I'm of the opinion that if I just do it this one round, we won't have to do it for the next 2 rounds. So it kind of works out if you do it that way. Okay, now we just need one more set, and then we should be good to go. And we'll fill these up with dimes and drop. And so there we go. And then just drop again. Because like I said, I don't think we'll have to get too crazy with this many knives. We should be able to just skip a bunch of these for quite a ways. I mean, still not as bad as before. But as you can tell now, they're starting to kind of, how do you say, timber off. So we'll go ahead and bring these up to 14, bring these up to 15. And I can bring those together. Bring that together to make that. You can kind of see the strategy here, I guess, in a way. We're going to make a 16. And we're going to go ahead and bring our 12s together to make 14. Bring our 11s to get 12. Bring that together and then drop our 9 to make a 10. pretend to make an 11. And so there we go. And just rinse repeat basically. So we're gonna need a row of these probably. And as you can tell, it's just kind of a time-consuming thing with this event, but that's kind of the gist. I mean, you're just building knives. That's all you're doing. It's the trick to this event, though. The main thing you don't want to do is get complacent and think you're going to just win based on, well, like I would say the eager player that's trying to rush this is not going to find themselves getting through this very easily. I mean, part of the reason why it works so well is because we leverage as much as we can within reason, you know? And then you just pretty much bring those together, bring that together. 16. Okay, now that ought to be enough, I think. So we'll just go ahead and do a bunch of 9s. Because level 16 should just clear. I mean, we should be able to kill the boss, I think. We'll see, though. And that's that. And that's pretty much the end of Foodie Fun. Of course, now we can grab all the loot. It's awfully windy out today. My goodness. But anyways, so yeah, this is all the drops. And obviously, you know, if you spend $10, you can get the rest of the loot. And you can do that with the Aptoid if you'd like. And that's pretty much the rest of Foodie Fun, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.